The night was still. Deep within Russian territory something was stirring. Unassuming wooden cabins, appearing ordinary, concealed a deadly secret. These were mobile drone silos, ingeniously disguised. Mounted on trucks, they moved with stealth, crossing borders undetected. Russian air defenses, ever watchful for conventional threats, saw nothing. The trucks blended into the night, just another part of the rural scenery. This was deception at its most audacious. A plan years in the making, now reaching its critical moment. The first light of dawn was yet to break. Then the attack began. Not with a bang, but with a whir. A swarm of sophisticated drones lifted from their hidden shelters. They rose into the pre-dawn gloom, silent assassins. The surprise was total. Russian airbases, symbols of military might, were caught completely unaware. The sleeping giants of the Russian Air Force were about to face a rude awakening. This was not just an attack, it was a statement, a demonstration of ingenuity against overwhelming odds. This operation marked a new chapter in the conflict. It was a testament to Ukraine's resolve. The world watched as a smaller nation, using cunning and innovation, struck a powerful blow. This was more than a military victory. It was a psychological triumph, challenging the myth of Russian invincibility from within its own borders. The core of this audacious plan lay in its simplicity. Ordinary-looking civilian trucks were the key. These were not military vehicles, easily identified and tracked. They were the kind of trucks seen every day on any road. Yet, beneath their tarpaulins lay the drone launch platforms. Each truck was a self-contained unit of destruction. A wolf in sheep's clothing moving silently towards its prey. These vehicles were carefully chosen. Their common appearance was their greatest strength. They could travel for hundreds of kilometers without a second glance. The drivers were highly skilled, trained for this specific mission. They operated under the cover of darkness, using back roads and avoiding checkpoints. The entire system was designed for deep penetration, to strike where the enemy felt most secure. Unlike fixed missile sites, these mobile drone launchers were elusive targets. They could disperse, hide, and regroup. The trucks were ghosts, appearing only to unleash their deadly cargo, then vanishing back into the anonymity of the vast Russian landscape. The element of surprise was magnified by this innovative delivery system. The Trojan trucks had not just breached physical defenses, they had bypassed the enemy's entire security posture. The camouflage techniques employed were masterful. It was not just about hiding the trucks themselves, it was about disguising their lethal purpose. The wooden cabin structures were a key element. They looked like temporary shelters, hunting lodges, or even agricultural sheds. They were designed to blend into rural environments perfectly. Materials used were locally sourced or made to appear so. The attention to detail was paramount. Every aspect was considered to avoid arousing any suspicion from aerial reconnaissance or casual observers. Hiding in plain sight is an art form. It requires understanding the enemy's expectations. Russian forces would be looking for military signatures. They were not looking for small, rustic cabins that suddenly appeared overnight in remote locations. The Ukrainian planners exploited this cognitive bias. They presented an image of normalcy, of civilian life, while preparing a devastating military strike. The deception extended beyond visual camouflage. Electronic emissions were kept to an absolute minimum during transit and setup. The operation was a silent ballet of precision and stealth performed on the enemy's stage. The moment of launch was chosen with extreme care. It was typically in the darkest hours before dawn. This period offered maximum concealment. It also caught the airbase personnel at their least alert. The Ukrainian teams, operating with discipline, waited for the precise, pre-agreed signal. This synchronization was vital. Multiple launch sites spread across different locations needed to act in concert to overwhelm the defenses of several targets simultaneously. The launch process itself was designed for stealth. These were not thunderous missile launches. The FPV, first-person view drones, were relatively small. Many were electrically powered, at least in their initial ascent phase. This meant a minimal sound signature. The launch mechanisms were quiet, perhaps pneumatic or simple catapults. There were no large plumes of smoke or fire to give away their position. The teams worked quickly and efficiently. They deployed the drones, initiated the launch sequence, and then prepared to exfiltrate. Their job was to get the birds in the air, unseen, unheard. Remaining undetected during setup was a monumental challenge. The teams had to move into position, erect any necessary launch apparatus within their disguised shelters, and prepare the drones. They relied on darkness, terrain masking, and the sheer audacity of their plan. The drones rose, almost like a flock of nocturnal birds, their electric motors a mere whisper against the night's ambient sounds. As dawn approached, the drones reached their targets. Russian airbases, once symbols of formidable air power, became scenes of chaos. The FPV drones, guided by their operators, slammed into high-value assets. These were not random attacks. Each drone had a designated target. Parked aircraft, fuel depots, ammunition dumps, and radar installations were hit with precision. The small drones, armed with potent-shaped charges, proved devastatingly effective against these stationary, vulnerable targets. Explosions ripped through the early morning quiet, one after another. Specific aircraft types were prioritized. The Sukhoi Su-34 fighter bomber, a workhorse of the Russian air campaign, was a prime target. So too were the Su-35 multi-role fighters. Perhaps most significantly, long-range strategic bombers like the Tupolev Tu-22M3 backfire may have been hit. These aircraft are crucial for launching cruise missiles deep into Ukrainian territory. Losing even a few of these strategic assets would be a significant blow to Russia's offensive capabilities. The sight of these advanced warplanes burning on their own tarmacs sent shockwaves through the Russian military command. The impact was immediate and brutal. Secondary explosions indicated that fuel and ammunition stores had been successfully targeted. Fires raged across the airfields. Thick black smoke billowed into the sky, visible for miles. The steel rain of small, unassuming drones had crippled elements of Russia's air force overnight. The drones used in this audacious attack were not off-the-shelf models. They were specialized FPV, or first-person view drones, adapted for military purposes. FPV drones offer incredible maneuverability and precision. The operator wears goggles that provide a live video feed directly from a camera on the drone. This allows for intuitive, direct control, almost as if the pilot is inside the drone itself. This capability is crucial for hitting specific weak points on targets, such as engines or cockpit areas of parked aircraft. Their design emphasized a balance of range, payload capacity, and stealth. Many were likely constructed from lightweight composite materials to maximize flight time and minimize radar signature. While not invisible, their small size and low metallic content made them difficult targets for traditional air defense radar systems. The drones were likely powered by quiet electric motors for the final approach, further enhancing their stealth characteristics. The ingenuity lay in transforming relatively inexpensive technology into a highly effective weapon system. The payload was key to their destructive power. These FPV drones were typically armed with shaped charges or small, high-explosive warheads. The ability to deliver these precise munitions directly onto vulnerable targets made each drone a significant threat. The hornet's nest of drones, unleashed from their hidden truck-based hives, proved that innovation and tactical brilliance could overcome sheer numbers and brute force. Russia possesses sophisticated electronic warfare capabilities. These systems jam drone control signals, GPS navigation, and video feeds. Overcoming these defenses was a critical challenge for the Ukrainian operation. Ukrainian engineers devised clever countermeasures. They used drones with autonomous capabilities. Drones could navigate to targets even if control links were disrupted. Frequency hopping technologies were employed. This made it harder for jammers to disrupt signals. Swarms of drones could overwhelm electronic warfare systems. The success indicates Ukrainian forces broke the static. Targeting Russia's strategic bombers and advanced fighter bombers was not a random choice. It was a calculated move with significant strategic implications. These aircraft, particularly long-range bombers like the Tu-22M3 or Tu-95, are key platforms for launching cruise missiles. These missiles have been used extensively to strike Ukrainian cities and infrastructure. Damaging these bombers reduces Russia's capacity for long-range attacks. Destroying Su-34s impacts Russia's ability to support ground forces. These jets provide close air support and engage Ukrainian aircraft. Losing these jets degrades Russia's tactical air superiority. It forces Russia to redeploy assets or reduce air operations. Striking air bases deep in Russia has a powerful psychological impact. It demonstrates reach and capability. No part of Russia involved in the war effort is truly safe. This can sow doubt within the Russian military and political establishment. For Ukraine and its allies, it is a significant morale booster. The strategic imperative was clear: to inflict tangible losses, disrupt Russia's war machine, and boost morale. The scale of damage inflicted by these FPV drone trucks was substantial. Multiple high-value aircraft were confirmed destroyed or severely damaged. The operational capacity of several key Russian air bases was significantly degraded. This was a coordinated assault that achieved tangible strategic results. Initial assessments pointed to one of the most successful Ukrainian strikes against Russian air power. The significance of striking deep within enemy territory cannot be overstated. It shattered any remaining illusions of sanctuary for Russian forces. This audacious operation heralds a new era of warfare. It demonstrates the power of low-cost, adaptable drone technology.